What's going on? Your boy, Mr. AP Chem here, back again. And this video is a follow-up to my original Steam Deck video, which was basically titled that you do not need a mouse for the Steam Deck. I want to record this video as a sort of, a follow-up, a rebuttal to push back, and also sort of as a heads up to more information that I've learned. So, in my original video, I demonstrated that you do not have to use touchpads for mouse controls. You don't have to be tethered to that, nor do you need to purchase a Bluetooth or USB mouse to use the Steam Deck mouse controls in desktop mode. As you can see, I'm able to use the analog sticks. And in case you didn't see the first video, let me show you how you get that started. So basically, you go to Steam. Notice I'm using my triggers for mouse clicks. L2 is left click, R2 is right click. So what you do is you go to Steam, I'll show, and you go to settings. And what you do is you go to controller, and what you want to do is you want to go to desktop configuration. You click on that. And notice I've already set my configurator to web browser. Yours will not be configured to that. So whatever yours is configured to, what you do is you press X, and then you pick what you want it to be configured to. I believe by default it's configured to desktop configuration, but I can't be sure. Also, you can look up different community creations to see what you like. But what you do is you go to templates, and you go to where it says web browser. You choose that, and by default it's going to be on preview. That way you can see what it does. And what you want to do is you want to press X again. That way you have it set. Now, also, I'm going to make a suggestion. I suggest going to joystick mouse, and you see where it says mouse sensitivity? It's really high by default, and so what I recommend is pressing A and putting it all the way to where the cursor is under U. And then once you do that, you press B to exit, and you wait a little bit, and now you can use your mouse. Now, why might you want to do something like this? Well, can you use a touchpad for all your controls? Sure you could. And, for some people, that's all the controls that they'll ever need. They're perfectly fine just using the touchpad for everything. However, for those people that, maybe they just got their Steam Deck, or their Steam Deck's arriving in the mail sometime soon, you haven't really messed around in the desktop mode of Steam Deck. Or maybe like I say, you just received it. You've only been playing in game mode, and you haven't really gotten around to installing any emulators or anything like that. If you want to do anything other than play Steam games, you're going to want to have to put this in desktop mode. I mean, it's absolutely required. And once you do that, there's going to be programs that you download, files that you move around. And this right here is my mods folder for Spider-Man. Look at all these different mods that I've grabbed. That's just for one game. These are different, cosmetic mods that I've installed and tried. And of course, this is the downloads folder. Trying to configure all of these, unzipping the files, moving, copying folders, using strictly the touchpads, it ain't fun. It's not fun, especially with the default configuration. It gets really old really fast. What happens is your thumbs start to tingle at the tips and all that kind of stuff, and you get very tempted to grab a mouse, and that's what I did. Again, this is just for one game. This is not emulation. This is a Steam game that I installed a whole bunch of mods in. Had I, changed my desktop controls to this, the process would have probably went by a lot smoother because, you can click on whatever you want, left click, and do whatever you want to do with it. Easy. Can you do it with the touchpad? Sure you can. Is it as easy? Kinda, maybe. Why else might you want to do this? Well, let's say you want to download something from the web. See? I'm on Spider-Man quite a bit. By the way, you can use L1 to go back, and R1 to go forward. Notice web browsing is easy as hell. I can scroll with this. I can move with this. Before, you would have to drag the cursor over here and manually scroll down with the touchpad like this, all with one hand, and you got to press on the touchpad in order to make that happen. Now you don't have to do that stuff. You can literally do this with the click of a finger or with the movement of a thumb. And again, for those people that are perfectly satisfied with the touchpad in the default configuration, have at it. Have fun. Do your thing. But for everyone else that might see some use out of this, this mod is definitely something that I recommend. Now, one thing I was asked in the previous video is, can you still use the touchpads? Well, I kind of spoiled that. You can see, yeah, you can still use the touchpads. And better yet, the touchpads are enhanced because not only is this still fast as hell, now the left touchpad scrolls. Before, in the default configuration, both touchpads control the mouse, which is kind of useless. You only need one to do that. Now, each touchpad has its purpose, you see? So if you are hell-bent on using the touchpads with this mod, you still can. Do your thing. Okay? But for everyone else, maybe they would prefer to use their analog stick to move around and scroll. I just wanted to show what was possible with the Steam Deck, and it was for people that are new to Steam Deck, people who might not have their Steam Decks yet, or even somebody like me who you've had your Steam Deck for a couple of months now, but you still don't know everything that your machine is capable of. I didn't know that I could even do this, and I thought it would be a good idea to share this. So thank you to everyone that enjoyed the first video. I hope that this was helpful to you. All the people that had unnecessary pushback or made stupid comments, you dumb as hell. Kiss my ass. This is going to help people. So I don't know what else to tell you. But to everybody else, thank you very much. I hope this helps. Peace.